Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando. The future of the Horus Heresy is digital downloads, expansions and new miniatures. So, this is a rather interesting article because it's got a couple of bits in here that are rather interesting. Now, first up, we know at launch most of the armies are going to be supported with new Libra Books, the Liber Astartes, Liber Hereticus, Liber Auxilia, Liber Mechanicum and Liber Questoris. Suspiciously absent, as always, is the Talons of the Empire, the Imperial Militia, Demons of the Ruined Storm, and the Black Shields. There's also no mention of the Shattered Legions here. So, we know Talons of the Empire is coming soon. We have seen this release image, or this teaser image, and it will be a few months after release that Talons of the Empire get their army list available. They will have an army list available at launch with a PDF, but it will not be a full book. But now we have this, a semi-decent roadmap of what's going to be happening. And first up is one I'm really interested in: Legacies of the Dark, or the Age of Darkness. Now, those of you who stuck around on the channel, those of you who talk to me in Discord, know I love my Legacies units. I love Indominus's Terminators, my box dreadnoughts, my things like my militia armies, my weird and wonderful squads of, Space Marines. I like my Fomentara's Terminators, all sorts of weird stuff that isn't in the core rulebooks. Cestus Assault Rams, that sort of thing. So it is good to see, and they do explain in this article, that the Legacies of the Heresies is remaining. That is a good thing. So I have to give props where it's due. That's a good thing. They very easily could have washed it away and gone, you've had them for an entire edition, we've decided now they're finally being removed, they've been replaced by these new shiny units with Saturnine stuff, shut up, buy new models. And they haven't, which is good. That is a good thing. Talons of the Emperor. Now, I'm really looking forward to this because I'm really hoping in 3rd edition we are going to see a big expansion of the Sisters of Silence. And I have always liked the Sisters of Silence as a faction. I have, however, never had an inclination to collect them, simply due to how difficult it would be to build the army I'd want to build. I've never found a 3D print proxy that I like, and with the lack of units that you can get your hands on out there, it just would be far too much work for what I want to put into the hobby. And that's absolutely fine. You can want something and not be willing to put the effort in because it is too much. I'd love to paint a Warlord Titan, for example, but I'm well aware that I do not have the time, the space, or the mental capacity. Hell, I don't even have the tools. Like, I'd need to buy a drill, I'd need to be buying brass rod, I'd need to buy serious pieces of equipment to build and put together and store a toddler-sized model. Doesn't mean I don't want to do it. I am just fully aware of my own capacity as a hobbyist. I can't do it. It would be a waste of money, it would make me angry, so I wouldn't do it. The same is for the Sisters of Silence. I'm fully capable of taking a 5-man squad of Sisters of Silence in plastic, chopping them up and making them into a 300-woman unique army, where every single one is a unique pose, they've got all the right war gear, they're interesting, they're fun, and by the end of it I would then put a gun in my mouth and that would be the end of my hobby journey. Because I just know how stressful it would be. So once the range gets refreshed, I'm really looking forward to jumping into them with both feet. Custodes, not so much. Don't generally kind of vibe with them. I just don't like the models. Now, if they're getting a full range refresh, like some people seem to think, that could be fun. I would have to have a look at them. But, as is, just not particularly interested in them. But then we get to August. And now, July is my birthday. August is when my birthday present arrives, which is the Militia Imperialis army list. Fantastic. Militia has not been got rid of. That was a huge concern of mine. Militia is not a hugely popular army. It is not a good army. It's not one that wins tournaments or awards, but it is the army that lets you have the most creative freedom and really helps bolster the idea that this is a war across the entire galaxy. Every man, woman and child from every level of Imperial society is dragged into this conflict. So, August, we're getting the militia list back. I believe as a PDF, that's not a huge problem. September, the Demons of the Ruinstorm turn up, along with the rules for the Legiones Inducti. Now, this is one that's a bit concerning for me, because why are the Legions Inducti rules not in the main book? Why are they not just simply included in the Legacies book? This just strikes me as artificially lengthening the release cycle. The Legions Inducti, they came out in, I believe, the Siege of Chthoniya book. You have the rules. It's not going to be particularly difficult to extrapolate what their rules would be from, you know, from regular tactical marines, unless they have radically redeveloped them, which I strongly doubt. It just feels a bit weird to wait 3 additional months to get something that should be at release, in my opinion. Then in October, the Black Shields army list and the Shattered Legions come out. This is hilarious. Black Shields keep losing. It is clear that Black Shields really are not something that the studio cares particularly for, and yeah, it's just funny to me that they always get pushed out so far. Shattered Legions, I'm really hoping Shattered Legions get resolved. I've talked about them in the past. Their rules are too complicated. Their rules need simplifying. They need to be made, you know, honestly, in my opinion, the best way of doing it is you pick the Legion like warfare style that the squad's going to have, and then it doesn't matter what models are painted. You paint the models however you want. That has no impact on the squad. The squad is a tactical squad led by a White Scars sergeant, so it gets access to this. This one is another tactical squad led by an Iron Hands sergeant. This is a heavy support squad led by a Salamanders sergeant, that sort of thing. The leader is a member of the World Eaters, so you get these bonuses. That's how I think it should be done. It shouldn't be, oh, you got 33.3% of your squad is White Scars. No, if you're going to break out a calculator, if your book has a warning in it that says don't take this to a time-sensitive game, get out, rewrite it, start from scratch. And then lastly, in November of 2025, we are getting the rules again for Zone Mortalis, and this again is rather concerning. This should be back in August. This should be like next month. This should be right out the door. Zone Mortalis. Zone Mortalis should have been the first, whatever they call them, journals. Okay, that's it. And it really needs fixing. Like, don't gimp my army. Don't make it so like, oh, you can only bring on armies by points. No, just give us rules for playing a game inside. Okay, set the missions up so if you want to do staggered deployments, you can. But do not gimp the entire game mode just for that reason. So back in here we have the SN5 Drop Site Massacre book, journal, and that's going to be the first one coming out alongside the Saturnine box. I said that this probably wouldn't be worth it if it was more than about £15-20. I've been informed that the fantasy ones are about £16 or £14 from third-party retailers. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You know what? That should be the price of any sort of expansion books. Maybe they're a little thin, but that's what they should be. I mean, hell, when I started in the hobby, an army book for fantasy was about ½ an inch thick and it was £11. So, yeah. New models. So, here's a really interesting thing. Heresy Thursday is going away. We are losing Heresy Thursday because they're saying they're not going to be doing weekly releases, which is a little disappointing, but it's, you know, fine, okay. We know we have at least 3 releases: Breachers, Mark II Assault Marines, and the Fellblade, which is cool because all 3 of these kits are definitely at least 2 of these kits are definitely something people want. The 3rd one, I guarantee a lot of people are going to want. Yeah, I will probably get one of each of these at some point. For which armies, I have no idea. But yes, the much loved Heresy Thursday series is going to come to an end, and they intend to have more showcases, painting, tactical guides, studio stuff, etc, etc. Well, we know what that's like. I wouldn't hold my breath for much of that. But all in all, it's good to have a roadmap, and it's this is a good roadmap, okay? It doesn't go into exact details. You will be getting this with these units. No, just, hey, Talons of the Empire list, Talons of the Emperor's list is coming in July. Doesn't give us a week, date, anything like that. It's just Talons of the Emperor are coming out, and, you know, it's in July somewhere. Cool, that's fine. This one is September. I'm hoping Demons of the Ruined Storm not only get a good army list, but I'm hoping they get releases of new models, because we have seen more models for this army. They showed off the CGI renders of models for this back when Book 9 was released, and we haven't seen them. So there's models to release, which would be great. Give them some more support. People will play them if the faction gets support. It's the same with Talons of the Emperor. You want more people playing Talons of the Emperor? Give them more models. You want more people playing Sisters of Silence? Release more models for them. Show them the limelight. Give them cool models. Make sure they're priced aggressively, and people will collect a faction. You know, this is the easiest way Games Workshop could do this. If you've got a faction that's not selling and you really want people to play it, slash the price on them. Slash the price on them and watch more people pick them up because they'd be willing to give them a go. You know, give them new releases. Look what happened with Eldar. Those guys sold pretty well. Looking forward to some of these. Looking forward to seeing more about them. So hopefully these guys, I guess Breachers we're probably not going to see until November, which is really disappointing. But hey, there we go. As always, guys, let's have a conversation down in the comments. What are you looking forward to? Are you sad to see Heresy Thursday going away? Are you looking forward to any of these kits in particular? Are any of these giving you ideas, or any of them wanting have you decided, hey, I'm going to do Black Shields this time? Or do you not care? Or are you going to just do are you going to complain that Black Shields don't get any love again, like usual? I know who you are. I see you. Alright, guys. As always, thanks for watching. My name is Bando. This is Brooks' Bando. Like, comment, and subscribe if you give a damn. And if you don't, you don't. Alright, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.